my aquarium box. Alright, well, I was gonna do a unboxing for this month. This is December's one. They got it out before Christmas. I did already take everything out of the box, as you can see there, at this little guy. So I'm going to show you guys a quick feeding here. Try to get my rainbows there. So you can see the color on that one. They actually finally started to kind of separate out. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. I don't know if it's just what I'm feeding them, but I do have two of them like that, and you can see they had some babies. So now the food here, if I can focus in on it. I just kind of dished all this out, but we got some our dry worms here, or blood worms. This is from my Aquarium Box. And then these micro pellets here, I just unboxed those. That came in this month's box. Some fish flake from, I believe it was Ken's tropical fish food. I'm still using those flakes that I got in my Aquarium Box. And then this stuff here, it just came in this month's box, so I got that in there. Show you how I can go a little crazy here once they find out there's food. Maybe. They're all camera shy right now. Usually what I'll do is take those dry worms and put it at the top, and I'll start hammering the top of the water pretty good. So once they find out there's food here, they go nuts. But yeah, those rainbows, the baby ones, I'm not sure. It's probably a crossbreed because my big male that's back there, I think he's an Australian, I believe, because he's got a lot of spots on his fins. I think that's what they said. I can't remember what these ones were with the yellow split. Maybe somebody that knows a little bit more about rainbows knows. But got my German blue ram. We got a couple of those guys in here, but oh, they seem to like it. So, what else do we get here? We got a pair of tweezers for some aquascaping, which I did aquascape this tank at first, but it didn't quite grow to the way I wanted it to, probably because of him. So I just kind of put some extra plants in, just let them go. Like all these guys right here. I started them off on this side, and they just slowly took over, which I'm cool with, whatever. Some of the fish eat them, which I'm fine with. You can see I got a little bit of algae, some blackbeard algae or whatever on some of this stuff. I don't do very many water changes on this. I've had this tank going, I think this is a year and a half now. I do a water change about every 6 months, and I'll do a big one. Usually when I start getting algae, I know I'm ready for a water change. So, but I typically top off. It is a dirted tank, by the way. What else do we get here? Got some more pellets. Slow sinking. Got a thermometer here. And some aquarium salt, which I probably won't use this, but I will keep it for the hospital tank just in case something happens, because with the planted tanks, salt doesn't go very well on them. And let's see here, got our sponsors, and these guys are for the pellets here, or well, sorry, that flake, it was like a kind of like a big piece of algae. So, and then our normal sponsors here, the sponsor list, which is very important because we wouldn't have this, as cheap as it is if it wasn't for the sponsors and for all the guys putting these boxes together. Another sponsor here. That was the one package of pellets that I just showed a little bit ago, which I haven't looked into these guys yet, but I'm assuming it's a premium type of food. I like to check into the company to see what I'm getting first. And this guy. Congratulations to you guys in the UK for getting my aquarium box. I'm sure it's a lot of work packaging these things up and sending them out every month, so give those guys some credit. Yeah, I was gonna say give those guys some credit. Sorry, I got a phone call. But I use quite a bit of this stuff that comes in the box. There's some things I don't use, but I mean, for the most part, I use most of the stuff. Here's my aquaponics system. I got stuff growing pretty good, but I was trying to grab something. So this stuff here, I got in one of the boxes, and I have a reactor in this system. So I have a pump here, and this was a sand media bed, but all the sand blew out of it. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I just got a slug of flow or whatever. But it's a glass jar that's in here. So I'm actually going to put this media in it. I don't have a filter before it, but I'm thinking about putting a sponge at the bottom just to kind of stop most of the crap from going into the actual media itself. But this tank here is a crawdad tank. You can see there's one right there trying to grab some duckweed. It's a female. It's an Australian red claw. And here's the male. It's kind of hard to see. I kind of got the glass a little dirty here, but you see his big red claws there. And there's a little one in here. I don't know where he's at the moment, but I have a little baby one in here. It's fairly small. But the driftwood, I have a piece of driftwood in here. There's another one in my shrimp tank that we got through my aquarium box. And I have some other pieces I need to actually put in. There's one there. The pleco caves, which actually I wasn't going to put in this tank, but I decided to because my clown loaches really like to hide in caves. Of course, you can't see their tails now, but I have 5 of them in the tank, and they all hide in these 2 together. There'll be like 3 or 4 of them in that one. So, but yeah, like I said, most of the stuff I use. I do like my flipper glass scraper, which I don't have to use very much. I do use it occasionally, but I try to not use it too much when he's on the glass because he freaks out, and my tank's not very big for his size, so I need to expand. I actually bought this one, which ended up being a little too powerful. I should have bought the next one down, which is this one over here instead, but I actually ended up winning this one through my aquarium box, so thanks guys for that. This glass scraper actually came into my aquarium box, so this tank, every once in a while I have to scrape the glass on it, but it's a planted tank. I do have CO2 in it. I know you guys are saying something about getting into planted tank sides of stuff to try to get in the box. That'd be awesome. I'd really enjoy that because all my tanks have plants. I think it helps balance them a lot better. So I really like the aspect of having plants in tanks, except for duckweed, which I have quite a bit of it. In this particular tank, I shouldn't have put the duckweed in because I like my frog bits a little bit better. But what I do is I take my duckweed out of this tank and I put it over into the crawdad tank. So if they want to eat it, they can. But that's kind of what I got going on now. I know that was a little long. I've gotten every my aquarium box except for the first one. I missed out on that train. So, but anyways, but thanks guys. Oh, hey, there's a clown loach out and about, which is rare. They only come out when you're not looking. So.